the offensive line of the Packers. Mark Concar is going to be an all-pro one day. Excellent left tackle. Steve Knutson in there with him. The Packers are playing with some wounded men out there. And there's the wide men, Bataha and Odom. Rich McGeorge will be a tight end.
That's not a slap on the hand to him. It's just a matter that they would rather get some of the things done they want to do and do more repetition of them.
Packers. Penalty marker did not go down. Looks like there might be motion. Here is a swing pass. Willard Harrell has the football on a first down. He is across the 35. There's no score in the first quarter. Lynn Dickey takes a look deep. Leroy Selman can't get him, and now Barty Smith gets the ball and bucks inside the 30. Barty Smith in a foot race is tripped up at the 14-yard line.
Adam, just take a look at it. Play deserves another look. A fine throw by Dickey. Barty Smith going right down between linebackers. As you see, the throw by Len Dickey right between two linebackers. Barty Smith picks it up, picks up some good yardage. It's 1st and 10 for Green Bay on the 15.
The Packers are moving into a gusty wind, but Dickey has hit both his throws into it. Second back through is Willard Harrell. He is hit hard by the middle guard Dave Pear and knocked back.
1977, Buccaneers defensive tackle Dave Pear bench pressed 350 pounds 17 times, then did 30 chin-ups immediately thereafter.
2nd and 9. Packers having trouble running on first down straight ahead, but they've thrown the ball well. And here is Lynn Dickey taking a look again, swings it out. Quick pass goes to Vataha, and he is down inside the 10, close to the 8-yard line. Randy Vataha on a quick out to the little wide receiver, gets the ball and dances in for yardage.
Actually, it was a quick out. It was supposed to be a quick screen with the with the tackle and the guard pulling to the outside. Vataha elected to go downfield instead of coming up behind his offensive interference.
We have 11:40 to play in the first quarter here at Tampa Bay Stadium. The Green Bay Packers, after taking the opening kickoff and starting out from their 20-yard line, have advanced the ball now down to the 9-yard line. Actually, about almost to the 8. On 3rd and 4, they go to the draw. There's a free football out there. Willard Harrell falls on it. So there is the inconsistency that Coach Bart Starr has lamented as the Packers can't make it work, and now they send their field goal unit out, and Willard Harrell is down. That one just didn't work. Look at it again here, John.
Take a look at the draw here by Willard Harrell. Very fine play.
Dave Pear threw him down. But Willard Harrell is still down on the field with 11:14 to play in the first quarter. On August 20th, these two teams met. It was Tampa Bay's first victory.
CBS cut to a commercial due to this injury. This game features what is called a live feed, which means that we hear the commentators speak during TV commercials which are not shown. It's kind of cool to hear and see the stuff that wasn't necessarily intended to be shown to the viewers. This took place during the TV commercial. Will Harrell is mad about something. Really mad.
Here's a 31-yard attempt by Markall. He's into the ball nicely into the wind, but he is wide to the left. So Chester Markall hitting the football into a gusting, swirling wind cannot make it work. Gary Huff, the former Chicago Bear, as a quarterback, pitches back to Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis played on 2 NCAA football championship teams and 2 NCAA baseball championship teams while at USC. He may be the only person who can make that claim.
That has been their biggest problem. They haven't gotten offensive blocking. John McKay, the coach's son, is on one flank as a wide receiver. Morris Owens is the other. And there are the backs. Jimmy DeBose is starting at fullback. We should see Ricky Bell, though. He's been out for 3 games with a deep shoulder bruise, but Bell worked out hard this week and is in uniform. It is 2nd and 5 now. Handoff right up the middle, and the Packers shut it down. Toner, Carter, and Carr back the line as Huff puts it up. Throws into coverage. Let's see, that ball might have been caught. Apparently it was. This guy caught 9 last week against Seattle, Morris Owens. A very fleet wide receiver from Arizona State.
And his offensive line doing a fine job of protecting again, as they did all last week. There's the throw to Morris Owens, a fine reception.
In 1977, there were only 5 300-plus yards passing games. Amazing.
It is 3rd down and 10, and Tampa Bay is going to do anything they can to pull a football game out here. Here comes Johnny Gray on the blitz, and Huff wisely dumps the ball off.
Quarterback Gary Huff was a second-round draft pick by the Bears in 1973, the 33rd overall pick out of Florida State. So much was expected, but unfortunately very little was delivered as he engineered only 5 wins, yet 17 losses over his 4-year stay in Chicago. His claim to fame is being the starting quarterback in the Buccaneers' first NFL regular season win.
Interceptions have been a problem for Lynn Dickey, though. Green Bay's been picked off 10 times in the first 5 games this season. But he's not shy today, gunning it right up the middle again, and he's got Eric Torkelson, who's out across the 35-yard line for a first down.
Dickey is 5 for 6 right now at 87 yards.
In motion goes Odom. Torkelson takes the fake, and they swing it out to Vataha. There's that wide receiver screen, nicely defensed. Now they're going with 2 tight ends, Green Bay. On 3rd and 2, Axon is in along with Rich McGeorge. In motion goes Odom. Second back through, and running hard is Torkelson. Ooh, he got the head-on hit, but he got the first down. Eric Torkelson, a slashing runner out of Connecticut, comes off tackle and gets the first down for Green Bay. Lynn Dickey takes a look. Here comes Leroy Selwyn. Dickey swings it out to Rich McGeorge, and the big guy from Elon College crashes down to the 33-yard line. John McKay somewhat under the gun here. Some fan polls that have been taken by newspapers and radio stations have not been very complimentary of McKay, as you would expect they would not be after losing 19 straight games. And now the Tampa Bay defense comes in and gets the sack as they shot a linebacker, and coming in to make the play was Paul Harris along with Dave Lewis.
No play action pass by Lynn Dickey, faking the fullback, going back. The defensive secondary doing a real fine job, not letting anyone open very, very quickly. As you see the rush on Glenn Dickey, who goes down in a foul. And I believe he hurt himself a little on that one. He's walking off the side of the field right now, then we have to fix the timeout.
2nd and 19, and David Whitehurst is in at quarterback now, and Barty Smith has chopped down. That was Leroy Selman. Number 63, as Lynn Dickey, who's thrown very effectively, was shaken up. Hit very hard a bit earlier. He walked off under his own power, but Bart Starr is elected to go with his backup quarterback, David Whitehurst, the rookie out of Furman. I think he's going to be a player, and right now he's got to come in and fill the breach. As Dickey is out, we don't know for how long in this scoreless first quarter. Packers have a 3rd and 19 coming up. Whitehurst goes to the draw, and Torkelson rips it open. A big play for Green Bay, and Torkelson is going to be a couple of yards short of a first down.
This is what happens when your franchise starts with 19 straight losses. You get a lot of empty seats.
It'll be a 40-yard attempt. He missed from 31 yards out, shooting the other way earlier. Now as we open the second quarter, Markall looks to break this scoreless tie. He's got enough distance. Chester Markall puts up 3 points, and the Green Bay Packers take the lead 3-0.
In this play, look for Packers number 53, Fred Carr, who comes up from behind the ball carrier to hammer a forearm blast to the side of his helmet.
Ricky Bell breaking off across the 25 and out to the 30, and Ricky Bell is knocked down.
Yeah, referee's right there. I don't see any flag.
There is Bell from Southern California. 6'2", 218 pounds. He's got the speed of a breakaway runner, and he can run right over you.
In a 1976 game against Washington State, Ricky Bell carried 51 times for 347 yards for USC.
Good play by the Bucs. Excellent blocking at the point of attack, and you see Bell picking a hole very, very good. He's a very, very strong runner.
We'll be updating scores from around the NFL and after this play, as we have 3rd and long coming up now. The Packers going with 5 defensive backs as Huff drops to throw. Gets some time, triggers it out, and it's too high for Ed Williams. Right now, Oakland is just leading the New York Jets 14-13. High-scoring game. They are in the first quarter at New York. Johnny Gray looks for room to run, and down goes Johnny Gray.
You know you're a good player when they let you wear Hall of Famer Willie Wood's number 24. Johnny Gray played his entire 9-year career with the Pack as an undrafted free agent. He's a member of the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame. And check out that double-stacked neck roll. This dude was bad.
Don Criqui with John Unitas from Tampa, Florida. The Packers have Lynn Dickey back in at quarterback now. During the timeout, he came back on the field after being shaken up earlier. He goes to the run on first down, and the Packers make it work as they get ahead for 4 yards. Packers have controlled the ball throughout the first half. The Taha comes wide to the left as Lynn Dickey takes a look downfield. The big rush, and down goes Lynn Dickey. Coming on the blitz was Cecil Johnson, a rookie linebacker out of Pittsburgh, 56. He was coming on a blitz, and nobody touched him.
I'll tell you what. Somebody ought to get out there and do something for him. Someone blew an assignment there somewhere, a back or an offensive man. You see that offensive man coming out of that backfield should have taken a piece out of that linebacker.
This was the second year for Lynn Dickey being the Packers' primary quarterback. In 1977, he had a 2-7 record as their starting quarterback, throwing 5 touchdowns with 14 interceptions. His 13-year NFL career started slowly, backing up Dan Pastorini in Houston, but heated up later when he led the NFL with 4,458 passing yards and 32 touchdowns. He also led the NFL with 29 interceptions. By the way, he wore number 10 from 1976 through 1979 for the Pack, but then switched to number 12 for the remainder of his career.
Believe it or not, Ken Stabler is the leader after throwing 7 last week. Many of them not his fault. He's got 12 for the season. Dickey gets time. He better hurry. Lynn Dickey meets Mr. Leroy Selman. But Dickey certainly had time to get the ball away. You can credit the Tampa Bay pass coverage for that sack, because they held off Selman. Finally, if you leave him 5 seconds, he's going to get you.
Let's take a look at Selman coming in right here.
Against Concar.
On Concar, who's going to be a fine offensive tackle. Here you see the strength of Selman.
Packers punted and CBS went to a commercial. Here's some chatter from the announcing booth.
Be very careful not to get these things wet. Keep the glasses the hell out of here. I don't want these things wet. 3rd and a long 4 for the Buccaneers. Jerry Huff gets some time, puts it up. Good coverage by the Packers. Oh, they're going to call it on M.C. McCoy. Are they going to call it on the wide receiver? Apparently they are. John McKay, the coach's son, 89, will get the official ruling. M.C. McCoy came right in as the ball was delivered. If it's against the defense, of course, it would be an automatic first down at the point of infraction, which is the 42-yard line of Tampa Bay. Apparently that's what it's going to be.
He's draped all over his back, as you can well see right there.
First back through, Ricky Bell meets headlong into Mike Butler, the big number 1 draft choice out of Kansas.
Nick Butler was a first-round draft pick, 9th overall, in the 1977 draft. He had all the physical tools at 6'5", 265 pounds, and tallied 5 sacks in 1977. He had 41.5 for his 7-year NFL career and played 2 years in the USFL for the Tampa Bay Bandits, where he registered 16 more sacks.
The only team they really were outdone against was Minnesota. And so far this afternoon, they're playing extremely well.
Jerry Huff has the highest interception rate of any quarterback in the NFC, as Lewis Carter, a running back out of Maryland, number 32, runs with the ball, and not very far again as the Packers again close down the run. As on 3rd and 11, the ball is fired out in the flat. It is incomplete. Good coverage of Lynn Dickey, home run ball, going long. Odom is out there. It's intercepted. The ball was thrown very long and very deep, but Mike Washington, a 2nd-year cornerback out of Alabama, an All-American for Bear Bryant, went up in the air higher than Odom did and came down with a football.
The ball was thrown very poorly by Dickey. He turned around, looked one way, and came back. Let's take a look at Dickey as he goes back, sets up, he pumps to his right, and then just hauls off and throws as far as he can. His offensive man had no one beaten.
Handoff. Bell gets an open gate on 3rd down and short yardage. He gets ahead for a first down. Tom Conner hit him hard. Bell has taken some hard licks from the Green Bay Packers, but Ricky Bell is getting them on the yards. They move the ball out now. 3rd and 7 coming up for Tampa Bay. 5 defensive backs in for the Packers. Green Bay leading 3-0 late in the 2nd quarter. Gary Huff takes a look. Here comes the linebacker blitz. Huff running for his life. 2 Packers knocked each other off the play. And the pass is completed. Ricky Bell makes the reception across midfield and gets the ball down to the 39-yard line.
They ran into each other down. That's what happened to them.
2:50 to go now as the Bucs have their best drive going. Running high with the ball is Anthony Davis, and he gets ahead inside the 35-yard line, a gain of 5 yards.
Ricky Bell was second in the 1976 Heisman Trophy vote and third in 1975. Anthony Davis, also of USC, was second in 1974.
Yes, Gary Huff has a completion percentage this season of only 36%. He is 3 for 7 throwing the ball today for 45 yards. This is a 2nd and 11 play, and here come the Packers with a blitz. It's picked up. But Dave Purifori is not, and Purifori makes the big play. Now the clock starts up. Apparently they did not call a timeout. Here is Huff taking a look deep, puts the ball up. Man is open. The tight end Notzinger catches the ball. Now Alan Levitt will be trying a 51-yard field goal attempt, if in truth it is an attempt. The holder is Green. He can throw the ball, and he's kicking it into a gusting wind. So let's see if he does go for the field goal attempt. He hits it, and he's going to be way short. He's way short. Eric Torkelson turns the corner, gets a big crushing block, and Torkelson rips it all the way across and down to the 40-yard line. Taha and Ollie Smith are set wide to either side. Dickey fakes the draw, puts it up. Man is open. He's got Rich McGeorge as tight end. The Packers have the ball down to the 26-yard line, and they quickly signal for and are allotted a timeout with 9 seconds to play in the half. Chester Markall ready to hit the ball now for the Green Bay Packers. 43-yard attempt. He's got enough distance. He got it. Markall.
This isn't the most charming football card of Chester I've ever seen.
Huff play faking. Here comes the rush. He swings it out. The ball is caught. Incomplete. A classic hit by a guy who's put a lot of them on, Willie Buchanan. Willie Buchanan really put the hit on hard. Ed Williams had the ball in his hands.
Good play fake to Anthony Davis, held the linebackers, as you see Williams.
Now it is 2nd down coming up. Handoff goes to Anthony Davis, and the Packers close him down. Fred Carr.
Anthony Davis played in the World Football League, National Football League, and Canadian Football League. His rookie year he played for the WFL's Southern California Sun in 1975 and rushed for 1,200 yards and 16 touchdowns.
Green Bay leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-0. Anthony Davis comes off the field. He's listed at 190. Isaac Haggins is one wide receiver. Larry Muckins out of Arizona State is the other. Two world-class spinners. Swing pass goes out to Isaac Haggins, and he is really waffled by Buchanan. Trailing the Packers 6-0, 11:30 to play in the third quarter. Comes out of the huddle with a 3rd down and 4. Packer linebackers moving around. They might be coming. Packers come with a 4-man rush. Now it's thrown downfield. A man is open. The tight end, Notzinger. And he is all the way down to the 25-yard line. 37-yard gainer, and it's 1st and 10 Tampa Bay at the Pack's 25-yard line. Fake, handoff. Ricky Bell fumbles the football, and the Green Bay Packers have it. Johnny Gray got the football back for Green Bay. Let's watch.
There's the handoff to Ricky Bell. He puts the ball away and takes a real good hit right there by 53 Carter.
Fred Carr got him.
Fred Carr got him that time.
5 defensive backs are on the field for the Green Bay Packers. 3rd down and 8 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lewis Carter, one of the better catching backs, swings out. Swing pass goes to Williams. And he is close to a 1st down, but not quite. Johnny Gray is back deep for the Green Bay Packers. Ball is blocked. The punt was blocked by the Packers. This will be Green Bay's football at the 25-yard line. Jim Gueno was the guy who got it. Jim Gueno is credited with the block of the punt. He got all of it. Gueno, a 2-lane linebacker. Now in his 2nd year, busted through, and Jimmy DeBose was shaken up. There's 2 players down. The punter's down. You block the punt, you can just wipe out the punter, and that's what happened there. They do have this team isn't that far from being a good football team, Tampa Bay. A little more offensive line. They got the running backs now. Dropping to throw is Dickey. Looks into the end zone. Lost it. Man is open. Bataha. A little too much on it. Bataha had the cornerback beat.
Little inside is a post corner move, and Dickey just hangs the ball up just slightly too far for Fataha to get to it. He would have liked to have been about 3 more inches taller, and he would have had that without any problem. Boyd Dollar, I know, had that in his hip pocket.
Yeah, that was easy money for a guy 6'5". Fataha's about 5'8".
Their defense has been playing that well all year long, with the exception of last week when they had a little bit of a letdown against Seattle. Seattle just moved the ball at will.
Torkelson on a big block by Jackson, and it's a touchdown for the Packers. He does, just swings a little 9-iron up, hangs it through, and it's a 13-0 game. Packers with 4:44 left to play. Back at Tampa Bay, the Packers have just put up their first touchdown, the first of the game. They lead 13-0 as Markall kicks it off. This might go the distance. Isaac Haggins breaks it out to the 50-yard line, and none other than Mr. Markall was there to save 6 points. As Tampa Bay might be putting the ball up now as they look to get points, down 13-0. Here is the fire. The man is open. The ball is caught by Larry Mucker. 3rd and 20. Here comes the rush. Penalty marker is down as the pass is completed to Nafziger, the tight end. But we might have a holding call against Tampa Bay as the Packers were coming with a big rush.
3rd down, 20 yards to go.
13-0 Green Bay, and here is the big rush again. The long ball is thrown to Haggins. Incomplete.
Somebody get loose, let me hit you.
Yep, that's what Dickey might be thinking. He gets it to Torkelson. Look at the one put on him by Dewey Selman. Those Selman brothers don't hit, they detonate. I'll tell you one thing.
That's the price you pay when you come across that middle, but I'll tell you what, Torkelson, I don't know whether he's walking off the field or what, or is he just dazed? Let's watch him come across the middle there. As he catches the ball and Dewey catches him.
What a hit. Dewey's 6'1", 250.
That's unfair.
Swing pass out to the tight end, McGeorge. Good defensive play, and the Buccaneers say they got the ball. And so does Dick Jorgensen, the referee. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 48. DuBose breaks into open field, gets another block, and Jimmy DuBose is down inside the 30 and not done yet. Free football. He's ruled down. Tampa Bay's ball. But there's a penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage. And they're marching back.
They have to continue to go the way they are this afternoon. I'm sure they will, Don.
Plus, they have offense is more diverse. You're talking about the quarterback. Coming down to get him is a guy you're going to see a lot of, have been seeing a lot of, Mike Butler, the rookie. Huge.
Harry Huff was knocked out of this game after sustaining severely bruised ribs. Randy Hedberg replaced him at quarterback and had an awful time, going 3 of 13 passing for 31 yards, 2 interceptions, and was sacked twice. Packers shut out the Buccaneers 13-0 in this slugfest. Please click the like button, and as always, thank you for watching.